An elderly woman is dead after a house fire in Jamaica, Queens. Those flames broke out just before 11:30 last night, 91st Avenue near Merrick Boulevard. 84-year-old Ruth Andrade was found unresponsive on the first floor. She was pronounced dead. An 85-year-old man was rescued and is now being treated for his injury.
An elderly woman is dead and her husband seriously injured after a house fire in Jamaica, Queens. Flames broke out just before 11:30 last night on 91st Avenue near Merrick Boulevard. 84-year-old Ruth Andrade was found unresponsive and on the first floor. She was pronounced dead at the hospital. Her 85-year-old husband and one other person are being treated for their injuries.
Driving isn't easy, but saving a life is.
You're watching the PIX11 News at 5.
We could say right there, raging flames tearing through a home in Queens. Tonight, a senior citizen dead. Investigators say it may be the result of an illegal apartment there. Thanks so much for staying with us on this Thursday. I'm Tamsin Fidel.
I'm Corey Chambers. The community in Jamaica, Queens, mourning the tragic loss tonight. An 84-year-old woman killed when the fire ripped through a multi-family home, and her basement apartment may have been an illegal conversion.
Yeah, PIX11's Diana Rocco live at the scene with the very latest for us tonight. Diana.
Tamsin and Corey, this is all still under investigation tonight by the Fire Marshal's office, but the city is calling this house an illegal boarding house, while neighbors tell us it was owned by a woman with a big heart who rented rooms to people in need. Tonight, you can see what is left of this home after the fire ripped through this late last night. The fire killed that woman and left at least a dozen people living here without a place to go. This is what's left of a 3-story home the city says was an illegal boarding house with makeshift walls in the basement and throughout the house. The homeowner, 84-year-old Ruth Andrade, didn't survive.
I got mixed emotions. I'm praying for the family.
Citizens App video shows the glow of flames coming from the top of the unit on 91st Avenue in Jamaica. The fire department was called here just after 11 o'clock Wednesday night.
There were multiple civilians trying to exit the building.
Investigators say the fire started on the first floor and quickly spread. An 85-year-old man was rescued from inside the house, and 84-year-old Andrade was found unconscious on the first floor. She's known to most on this block as Ruthie.
Very quiet. Mind her business. Go shopping, come back. Wouldn't bother nobody. Everybody knew Ruthie.
She's a very nice woman. She always been caring, and she comes to the pantry room and she pick up a lot of clothes and stuff.
Tony Lowry does maintenance work at the church next door and says Ruthie often came in for the food pantry and clothing. It was widely known she rented out rooms in the house, where the city has issued numerous citations since 2010.
She brought a lot of people in. I mean, if they needed a second chance or something, she brought them in there.
In November, the home received a violation for not having a working boiler, and there have been other complaints over the years. Mattresses and debris are now scattered among the rubble. It's not clear how many people were living here at one time. As the fire marshal now investigates, the Department of Buildings was called to check the stability of the structure, which is now unlivable. So the Department of Buildings has been called here multiple times over the years. They've been unable to gain entry on several of the occasions. Today, when they were here, they did issue 2 citations, one for illegal work and another for illegal occupancy because of those walls in the basement. All of this remains under investigation tonight. We are live in Jamaica, Queens. I'm Diana Rocco, PIX11 News.
And such a tragedy. Diana, thank you so much.
An 84-year-old woman is dead after a fire at an apartment building in Jamaica, Queens overnight. It began just before 11:30 last night at 91st Street near Merrick Boulevard. It took about 150 firefighters an hour and a half to get it under control. At least 5 other people were hurt, including an 85-year-old man who had to be rescued. The cause of the fire is under investigation.
It was a fast-moving fire that ripped through the building here overnight, killing an elderly woman who lived inside. And you can see behind us here just how gutted this building is this morning. Flames could be seen from blocks away. The fire began just before 11:30 last night inside of the building here at 166-11 91st Avenue, which is near Merrick Boulevard. Fire officials say when they got to the scene, the fire was raging. The building has multiple apartments, and inside they found the 84-year-old woman unconscious and an 85-year-old man who also needed assistance. Both were rushed to Queens General Hospital, where the woman died. 4 others who were inside, they escaped with minor injuries, and it took about 150 firefighters an hour and a half to get the flames under control.
On arrival, there was heavy fire. There were multiple civilians trying to exit the building. The fire marshals are on the scene. Unfortunately, there is some significant structural damage to the building that's impacting their investigation at this time, but the investigation is ongoing.
The cause of the fire has not been determined. Officials say the fire was contained to that single building. Now, the 84-year-old woman who died, she has been identified as Ruth Andrade. Again, she lived inside of that building. The elderly man who was rescued, we're told he is in stable condition. That's the latest from Jamaica, Queens. Janelle Burrell, CBS 2 News.
Thank you.